Hello boys, my name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of oh yes, this is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. In the last episode we left off collecting some items and doing our stuff, and we've now finished every level but one. However, we still have collectibles to get, and as you know, since this is 100%, we have to get all heart containers, and, well, obviously all fairy clothing, and all that other stuff. So I'm not stopping this until I see that that's been completely cleared. So, anyways, we're back in here for defeat the enemy forces. We have to get 1,000 kills as Toon Link. Now there's another item we have to get in the South Square, but for now, we're gonna kind of just hill stuff here. And yeah, that's about it. This is a later mission again, so it's probably going to be easier than most. Alright. Now you took that keep, what do you need to do next? Huh. Interesting. Well, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Now, normally I would try and do a speedrun of this. In fact, for some of the missions, I will be doing them as fast as possible now. So you can kind of finally see the speedrun side of this. Let's use magic right here so we can get KOs. Magic, I found out, especially fairy magic, is very overpowered for getting KOs in this game. It just clears large packs of enemies in almost an instant. I feel like once I get enough kills, I could just start using that over and over again with Magic Fountain Plus to just get all the KOs we need, which will really help get our KO goals a lot easier. In this one, we need 1,000 KOs, and if we were playing Wii U, we'd need 1,200, which is a little bit more difficult. They kind of like nerfed a lot of stuff. Some of the beginning missions for Switch have only 1,000 kill requirements. Okay, there we go. We don't need to really clear anything out here, though. Now, the piece of art is only for Tingle, who is in the last there. Obviously, we can't do that here. Let's use this to deal with some enemies up top there. See if we can sneak a KO or two. Looks like we did, just barely. Also, will protect my allies at the same time. Okay, so we already got the item here, which is why it was just rupees. Now, we do need to A-rank this, so we do have to be slightly careful, but not careful enough that we don't have to, like, go for the options. Yes, at this point, I've kind of stopped going for a lot of the regular stuff. Like, when I am in some of the early missions, I tend to just not go for the fairy if it's not in my way, because there's no point in going for the fairy to remove the barrier if you've taken no damage, because in Switch, the damage goal is much easier in this version. I kind of wish the person I was watching on Twitch or whatever, the person that I've been watching for a while now, This is part of the reason why I'm doing this. I wish he would just go straight into keeps and not have to get the fairy each time. I feel like he could be a little bit better. But anyway, we got that done. Okay, so now we have to do the mission again, but as Tingle this time. Tingle, out of all the characters, is probably missing the most items since we probably got him last in the adventure map. I feel like definitely the way to go is characters first, then weapons, then heart containers afterwards. That seems to be the way to do this. Okay, so I just have to defeat all the captains. They're kind of spread out, which is a little bit annoying. Okay. I don't really know which is the fastest way to go, so I'll kind of just go this way instead of the way I do before. Okay. That was actually able to kill him. That makes this a lot easier. Alright, here we go. Onto Voga Soga. That was a late, Okay, we won that pretty easily. It's pretty easy when you don't have a lot of stuff to get. Like when you go directly for the item and just get... Oh, speaking of which, I didn't actually get... That was at the West Square. I just realized that. I like how I realized that immediately after I picked the thing up. I was like, wait, this is a bit too fast. There's way too many experience weapons, I think. I'll just do that much. I like discovering more than usual just because, well, it makes it easier. That's a waste and a half. I should have just taken West Square while I was doing that. I forgot I have to take West Square. So I'll look at the map now. Is West Square that I have to take? That's it. I'm not doing any fails. That's one down. We can use the cutscene time to help go straight for the West Square then. Alright. There we go. Now we go to West Square real quick. And capture that. Okay, there's our item. Now we can go for the boss. Nail Seceded, of course Tingle seceded. Hype chat, that was quite ridiculous. Okay, he's dead again. Now we got the item. I wonder if I could catch myself at least a couple of times trying to get the item and just missing. Maybe that would be good. Why do I have a feeling most of these are gonna be for Tingle just cause, well, that's the only air tear. Oh, okay, now this is Travel Memories quiz as Twilight Midna. Oh, this is pretty straightforward. This is another one I did skip though, because I didn't have to know when I did this, but now we can. Honestly, that one quest that had the Bobkin in it is one of the worst ones. In fact, ever since then, I'm gonna start using Boomerang on these. So I gotta remember to have this. Oh my goodness. Can I hit you? Oh. Oh. Okay, there's no way to do this. That was close. Okay. Oh, we got, dialogue. Which means our question will be delayed a little bit. Great Deku Cheese Taster, that'll be Wizro. Let's stun Voga. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, he's a hero, I can't stun him. Right. Oga's being kind of trolly now. Alright, took him out. That was a lot of damage I took unnecessarily. Kinda got worried because I couldn't stun him. He kept on blocking the attack. To be fair though, it's... just saying. Alright. Coming to monsters, that be see ya. Oh, okay, this time it worked. This is quite an interesting strategy that was thought about by the people who did. You just literally stun the one you don't want to kill with the boomerang, then move far away from them, and then they tend to separate themselves. That really helps during this because then you only have to fight one of them at a time. I could have just done it without it. Whatever. So yeah, I think Lana kind of just sat in the corner because of that. While I could just wail on Sia. I'm definitely doing that from now on, especially against the weaker opponents. When they appear, because they, Okay. Okay. This is a much easier quiz than the previous one was. That one was much more annoying. We got a decent Resro materia. Now, Tingle's item. And this bottom corner. Right. Definitely the sooner we get to some of these, the better we are. I feel like from now on, if there is a mystery one, I'll just ignore that one. And I'll have answers. Alright. West Keep and West Boulder Keep. That's pretty straightforward. Just head down west. And it's a normal mission. Alright. Well, we have that as well. Okay, I'm just gonna take out these cuckoos right now. This prevents our keep from being taken by the road forces. They're all gone. Okay, there we go. It finally opened up. I'm just gonna go for the siege strategy and hope this works. Oh. And yes, this is a piece of art for Tingo as well as the fairy earrings as well. Nice. We got him with the third combo there. I shall not be your ally, Sheik, because I just killed you. I don't know why. That's one of the more interesting things he says, that's for sure. Okay, Art, keep my bandana unless we kill all of the keeps really fast here. The problem with this map is there's like hardly anything you can do to move around it really quickly, so you're kind of just forced to do it in a linear fashion. Like, out of all the maps, this is the one where co-op would save the most time because you could just take care of the two sides. Your partner could get one side, you yourself could get another, and that just makes it way easier because then you can go around and complete the objectives of it sooner. That's why I feel like it just doesn't work with all the other commands. I'm gonna skip the fairy in here as well. Yeah, I don't care about that. Time to take all the keeps to stop the troops from being powerful. Nice combo there. We can save them in a minute if we go through enough heaps here really quick. Normally I would probably go to the next area as soon as I can, but well, when you get this annoying effect, you don't really have a choice of what to do. Alright. So now we've weakened the soldiers so they won't pose as much of a threat. Now we just have to take out their big captains up top here, and that should more than keep our base safe, hopefully. Oodle's already almost dead from all the other combat that he's done. But essential, and she should die from this. Probably. Alright. Okay then. Well, now we can go straight up now. Okay, I think it's better not to use the regular thing on fairy magic since we're already pretty close. So let's actually use regular magic here. I like that, I saw from Juria so much. It's really cool. This magic will more than be enough to help me KO Darunia. And yes, this is the other way of killing the base without a fairy. Just use magic to do it. Because you don't take as much damage when you have magic, so you can destroy it. Okay. Looks like we won somehow. That's right, we did wanna. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to do that. I didn't see if we got the we'll see if we got the fairy earrings or not. I definitely remembered to catch that keep though. A lot of these are probably just Tingle maps that we did not do because we did not have Tingle that early. That's a 5,000 kill one. I want to keep that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. And that'll be good for now. I need to transfer some of my skills off when I get a chance. Okay, there's one more here, and that's all the heart pieces out of the way. As far as I know, unless I missed one elsewhere. This is another one that we could have gotten lit earlier, but we didn't get because reasons. Alright. Alright, Twilight Midna time. Where is she? There she is. Need to use Twilight Midna here. And there's tons of stuff to get. The My Fairy we already got. The Fairy Food is Magic Beans. I think we already got as well. But that'll be in West Keep. The one we're going for is in the Outskirts Keep. And it's also rescued the Allied forces. So our target is the Outskirts Keep right now. Which is right up top, so we can just take this one to get our item. And we don't need anything else after that. Okay. It's really quick when Twilight Midna gets access to her ability, she can clear keeps very fast with it. Alright, now we have to break through the stuff and rescue the Allied forces. Twilight feels kind of annoyingly hard to navigate, though. In case you are wondering, the fairy food respawns infinitely, so even if we think we got it before, it'll just respawn again. Nice. Got rid of Impa there. Okay, that takes care of that barrier. Now we can save our troops. Rescue number 1. And then rescue number 2 about to come up in just a minute. This one we'll try and get in the middle and just use specials if needed to take out the rest of them. Okay, that's the Allied forces saved. We'll quickly take this for fun while we're here. There he is. That's what I was trying to find, the keep boss, so he was nowhere to be found. Alright, now we are just waiting for the main base to open, and we could just take that out. And yes, I'm not showing all of the food items, because... Okay, that gets rid of Sheik. Alright. We're done. That was quick. Yes, the only items that matter, by the way, in this are also permanent items. Pretty much any item that we can't get from the regular map or something, that's what we need. So we got all the items there. Now let's get all the clothing, which there's 3 clothing left. Rescued the Allied forces level 4, and the item I forgot is in the Southwest Keep, so I'll try and take that first. The game suggests Giriam, but we no longer are locked, so we're gonna use Yunlink because he has boost. And why not? Yunlink is a very broken character. Yeah. This is where I might... By the way, if I do have more time, I might consider leveling up each warrior to 100 now, just to make things a bit faster. Southwestern Keep is all the way in the bottom corner, which is very far away from the things, so I'm trying to think how I can get there, and I think I might just straight up have to do other stuff. But since this is another save to strand ally forces, I'm just gonna quickly clear the main forces out here first. Alright, that takes care of that. Okay, they're in more awkward spots this time, so you know what? I am gonna actually just maybe quickly take this first at the bottom. Rescue one force and then maybe go around, or at least, I'm gonna at least open this up so I could just go straight to the end later. And then I'll go straight for everything. Where's the keep boss, please? Sometimes the keep boss just kind of escapes you for a while. Alright. Feels kind of interesting. Me mentioning I have to go all the way to the end each time, usually, as fast as possible, but then I mentioned, oh wait, I have to get other mans. Oh, okay, I see now. I just realized one of the items that's supposed to be attacking a different character went to Phi instead because it said the entirety of Giram's forces is at Phi. Okay, now I have to go quicker. Oh wow, that wasn't even him that moved, it was someone else entirely. Oh, that wasn't even the Impa that was in danger, that was someone else. Oh wow. Well, this is a bit obnoxious. We have to go all the way back to our base again. Feel like if we had killed this a bit sooner, we could have maybe gone there a bit sooner. Yeah, I'm coming over, Goron Captain, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it in time with all the enemies here. We'll just try our best to get up there. Very big map, though, so yeah. did not stand a chance of making that one. Look at all the Aerophos in here. I actually kind of want to use magic on them just to rat them. Just to keep our sailor safe. So I'll go ahead and use this. They're still in danger down there, but we literally just helped you, by the way. That was a different one up top. Goodness, that was so much. I literally got fire and kills just from that alone. Now we have to defeat the commander. And I am booking it over there to try and get there before my magic runs off if I can. Yeah, I don't think I've quite made it. It's a good try though. Most of this was extra safety, and also I needed to kill that one enemy there anyway, so I thought I'd also use magic to sure my commander survives. That's what makes these missions kind of difficult, because you have so many troops to keep alive. After a while, it just gets annoying. I'll just use weakling attacks instead of AoE attacks so I can skip the Cucco text box. In other words, not anger him. Both for safety and to make this easier. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's done with. Now, this one I mentioned before that I wanted to do a longer episode. I think this one will actually be the longer episode this time. I am not stopping this one until we defeat the Demon King, so we have to go kind of fast here. As well as very quickly figure out which one's which. The commander of 2 armies, not limited to Impa. I'm gonna just use Link. Link's the fastest character I know of. All I need is Fairy Headwear in the Eastern Tree, and that's it. So, whatever thing takes there, I'll just try and go for the commander that's closest to the Eastern Tree first. Which is also ours, so looks like we'll be doing nothing for a little bit. And just like you saw before, we have stuff. Okay, actually, maybe the enemy forces will be the one we go for. Now, I found a new speed strategy for this, and the speed strategy for this is to just take out both of the regular valued enemy captains as fast as you possibly can, and that lures one of them to automatically come after you by default. So that means you can just go for the other one. Nice ally save there. I'm not going for all the forces here, I'm just going for all the valued enemy captains. Okay, now this will trigger the assault launch, which makes the leader come out. Wait, is the enemy one gonna do it now? Yeah, okay, we rode out the Moblin, so whoever we defeat first, that's who advances towards the base. Oh, that was close. Alright, that takes care of one commander. Now we have to take out the other, which should hopefully move to a much more reasonable spot this time. I will say, having the commander be lured out is a lot easier, because then if you're doing a regular playthrough, you could just do that to lure out one of them by default, and then you kill that one, and then you kill the others after. Alright, we've won. We've won indeed, Zelda. Alright. A lot of these are literally just for one item. It's a permanent item, and I don't like skipping anything, so we have to show it all. This will be the last piece of healing for the fairies. Commander of 2 armies again. The thing we're missing is in the Arbiter's Keep, which is the top right corner of the map. Well, we start close enough to it, we can just go straight for that right now. Very quick treasure grab here. I'm gonna do the same strategy as before. This time we're trying to lure out the rogue commander, because the rogue commander is by far the furthest away, so we're gonna have to take the lawn route around here to do this. This is one that I have done a couple of times, I think, before. Yeah, I'm coming right over there, Alien Captain. Don't worry, you'll be saved in just a minute. That's the first mission completed. Now we have to lure out the commander. The second one, and that should cause the rogue commander to advance towards our base by default. And yes, I am going for the speedrun version of this. We need some health. I'm gonna farm off these guys for a little bit. This is the one problem with this strategy. What I don't like is there are hundreds of enemies that get into the base after a little while. It's so ridiculously broken. By the way, within that entire time, all the Hylian captains up top are fleeing just because of all the strong troops here. Okay. That was a good first save. If he ideally comes towards the base, that would be great. Get rid of the troops attacking us here. Alright. Not letting you do that on me. That's one of his most cheapest abilities ever. Out of nowhere, just uses an AOA Terreo. That's not even his best one, the Terreo. It's his second best one, which does a lot of damage because I tend to attack right into it. That's the one reason why I hate Skull Kid, just because he's so easy to take a lot of damage on if you're not careful. He's really annoying to face, in other words. Okay, I honestly don't care that anybody is in danger, even Darunia. We'll be probably done before he actually dies. Yeah, I'm gonna just do the regular classic strategy here, which is just spamming this. Alright, Gimjo's gone. Now we've won. Alright. Okay, that takes care of that problem. And with this, we're finally moving on to the final battle, guys. It's about time we did this. Oh, there we go. That's our last fairy clothing item on this map. It won't show as complete until we get to the end, but as far as we know, we've collected everything here. So, it's finally time for the final battle. It says, reveal the items, and you already see the goal is to defeat the Demon King. So, we're just gonna do this. We're finally able to do the final boss battle. This one has been waiting for a long time, honestly. We have to use Link in this one, but that's okay, because Link's already pretty busted. Now we're gonna do classic combo once again. Young Link and Link working together to take on Ganon. The only item we need is in the South Field Keep. That's it. There's nothing else here. And the North Field Keep as well. So we have to go both south and north here. We start south, so we're gonna go ahead and take out the enemies in the south first. Now the one that the commander is in is actually Mountain Keep. Also, I just realized I should have switched to my classic to it for this, because this it's like an because I feel like it would match this Ocarina of Time final fight more. But it is what it is, I guess. Oh, we have some bomb chews to get rid of again. I did wait a little bit on this one though, because, well, I want to heal that first. And our forces have become weakened. So we have to kill everybody around here to inspire Sia's. Oh, Castle Keep in danger is not good. Castle Keep we have to defend. If it falls, we straight up lose some time, and wow! My goodness. Stop changing! I just want to do this! Oh, barely made it in time to save this. Okay, we're gonna spin in here and then quickly move to this. If either of these keeps fall, we're straight up lose a lot of time here. And we have to take out a lot of troops to save it. So you probably haven't seen this yet, but if a keep ever falls during this mode, that is your allied keep, one of the target keeps, you straight up lose a ton of time here, and it's actually unbelievably annoying. If you kill the bomb chews before that happens, though, it won't trigger the effect. It's just really strange. And yes, it's annoying, because then you have to recapture that keep. But beyond that, now we have to seek out the key to open the enemy base, and that's it. And that's good, because this is about to die, and I'll probably have to take it back. Well, we still have to deal with the forces, so as with how we're dealing with the forces, it's actually pretty straightforward. We'll do that, and then we have to stop another bomb shoe as well. But we'll go over here. See, now it doesn't actually do anything. That was crazy. I got just barely there in time to repair the keep's health, and then I didn't get to the other one in time, and then I don't know, I'm surprised the keep didn't fall there. Again, yes, I do tell the truth when I say if any of the keeps fall during this, when you've not completed the first objective, you will automatically have your troops lose morale, and to get it back, you have to capture the second keep. Alright, time to spam this. Look at all the forces we have to kill here. And we'll have to go here as well. This is definitely one of the scarier missions in the game, because there's tons of enemies everywhere. All of which are trying to kill you. Like, there's friggin' 4 big Poes in the base right now, and other stuff, just stacking on top of Zelda. For a final fight, they definitely did not make this easy. They're making you work for literally every little bit of it. Thankfully, since they're all going towards the base, we can just get most of our KOs here. And then after we KO a lot of stuff, we can just pick when we want to go and fight the final boss. Basically a pick and choose. Well, that was a good focus spirit. We killed nearly 500 enemies there. We'll let it run out since we don't want to necessarily use it right away. As Yen Link, I kind of want to use our stuff. Now, the only item in Southfield Keep, yes, we already got, and then we have to complete the main objective, which involves getting the boss key in Northfield Keep. First, let's find where the forces are getting choked again. Because again, if you want to get a lot of troops, if you find where some of the forces are getting choked, you can just defeat them later. One of the weaklings just hit me there. That's not fun. See, I tell you right now, like, in some of the later missions, those Bobkins are going to be so obnoxious to deal with. Because if even none of the weaker troops hit you, you straight up die. Now, because this has a final battle, we don't necessarily, there's a bunch of stuff right away. Instead, we have to KO Ganon before we do stuff. But now we're gonna go ahead and KO, Ganon. That takes care of that, and the only one next to it. Mission we have to do is the one next to it. Good, I'm not gonna use just spin it out. Okay, there we go. And the last one is just a quiz. That's that. I thought it would be a lot harder than this to finish the final battle, but oh well. We're done, finally. I'm glad to finally be done with this map, because this map took forever, and of course we're gonna finish it as Link, because that only makes sense. Now, we do still need to complete the 60-hour KO requirement, but we can get that with a quick attack in the enemy base easily, and then that will be this mission done. Knowing the KO requirement, by the way, is probably the most helpful thing in this entire match. Okay. We'll skip Sia's animation, since we're trying to go fast. And then... here we go! The first time we see this in a while. Breaking the glass, he comes through the valley to tear at us. It is the true Demon King. We used him a bit before, now we have to take it out. This is Dark Beast Ganon. So yeah, Sia has now summoned Ganon to the battlefield, and now we have to KO him to win. Now you can take him out very fast, but it's also very scary because, as you see here, the entirety of the forces are now advancing to Zelda. If you leave a lot of forces down, this actually becomes a very tight fight. Now Ganon has many different ways of breaking, but there's also a couple of quick KO ways. I think I already showed part of that later, but if you use any kind of special on him, then that will immediately break a KO thing, but you need magic to do that. You can also break some of it occasionally through just using specials on him. It doesn't always work. I have had times where it just breaks. See, look that. I just broke two of them. I didn't... it seemed like I didn't do anything, and I just immediately broke two slots. The simplest way of getting the trick done is to just break it using over-damaging, which is what I'm gonna go for. Because at certain HP thresholds, Ganon will also break one of his things, and after you break enough of his slots, he just starts charging like that. So, yeah. That very small bit of window saves us a lot of time on an already pretty difficult fight. It's a pretty good time save too, because it literally gets you into the fight a bit sooner. Now, if you remember Ganon mode, we have already seen a lot of these attacks, which are attacks that Ganon can do, but now we are actually having to avoid them ourselves. Usually only when he does his Bull Rush move is he vulnerable, and there we go, he is dead. Just like that, we've won. In the end, I thought that would be a bit harder than that. It's definitely scary though, if you don't stand your base, it can be tricky. And of course we had the classic ending, thanks Link, you're the hero of Hyrule. And then a unique ending. Unfortunately, they did not design a new ending for this, so we'll end up having to see this ending a couple more times yet. Now, defeating the final boss of each area does have a small reward. I believe this one is an extra fairy. This is our first time seeing this, so we may as well watch the full thing. For my next episodes, I want to introduce you to the mechanics of the different maps, so I figure may as well do all of the new maps, each one bit at a bit. Now, we did show the Great Sea map kind of early, but we'll do our first actual episode on it later, and that's where we'll be going for the next little bit. Though I'll probably be mixing off a lot of content now, because I'm going to, for the next part of the playthrough, I want to do kind of a strategy to make my characters more powerful, and that is the upgrade the weapon strategy. Basically, I'm going to go everywhere and complete each map until it says weapon complete on each map. And then I'll go to the next map, and I'll do the same thing until we've acquired every legendary weapon. I feel like doing that first will just make the rest of the game much easier. As for Ganon mode, probably, you'll probably see me go for that next after a little while. Alright. And because this eventual, we get the sad ending. Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. This ends the story, and we also get a gathering of all the characters that we could potentially collect. Now, thankfully, we won't have to do much with a lot of the characters, because we won't really unlock them until much later, but still pretty difficult there. See what Ganon gave us. A main. That's actually perfect, because I got way too many Ganon's veins, and I need more mains, because that'd be cool. And see, there it is. Our maximum fairies has now been increased, so now we can carry up to 6 fairies at once. This will help us out a little bit, I think. And now we have one more mission to do, the Triforce quiz as Zelda. That's it. And then we are done. Since this is one of the last missions, I expect it's probably going to be difficult. We have a 4-7 weapon now, so we're going to use that. As you get the higher weapons, the characters definitely become more powerful, because now they can have up to like 420 damage at once, and also have 3-slot level 7 weapons. And figures, we're going back to Ganon's Tower. Alright, Triforce quiz. The owner of the Triforce of Power, that's definitely not you. Because for the longest of time, Ganondorf is the one that tries to do it. This seems kind of tricky at first, because we all know the Triforce of Power is actually hosted by Lana in this game, but it's ultimately Ganondorf who wants it. He's probably had it for at least 3 games now, which makes sense. Also, Giriam's not really a part of this, so by default he's not the one. Because Zelda has a level 3 weapon, defeating them should be pretty easy. By the way, I should probably prepare my boomerang in case I need to do stuff. This will be quite an interesting way to end it. Just going in here, and then we end with a quiz, not with the final battle. Normally I would end with the final battle last, just to make it fun. The Triforce of Wisdom, that one's much more straightforward, because the character we're facing is the owner of that. That's Zelda. Alright. Yeah, Lana, get out of my way. I'm trying to take out myself first. Okay, I'm gonna run to this far corner here. Oh. Excuse me, Anna. Okay, good, we stunned her. That stun lasts for a really long time. She's kind of just standing there doing nothing. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that this strategy is actually working better than I thought. I learned this from the same stream I was doing, that you could just stun whoever you don't know is the incorrect answer, and then only one character will attack you for the entire duration of the event. Or quiz, rather. It just makes these missions way easier, and I love it. It's actually kind of a cool inventive strategy. I wasn't even the one that invented it. One of this streamer's followers from Twitch, he's the one who did stuff. Okay, I guess this is one way to do it as well. Excuse me. Input, please! There we go. See, look at that. They kind of just get stuck for like 15 minutes. They get stuck for so long that you could just do a ton of damage to them. Unfortunately, that didn't seem to work on this, but that did help me get a little bit of a start on Link. Now I'll kind of just do it normally. As long as we weak point break Link, it's fine. This is a very easy quiz, by the way. Because we learn about all of the owners of the Triforce of who knows what by just playing the game, so it's very straightforward if you've done the entire Legend storyline like I have. I also know a lot of that because the Triforce of Power one I straight up know from playing Ocarina of Time, because Ganon by default has that. Has the Triforce of Power by default. And he comes to Hyrule Castle in an attempt to take the other two in Ocarina of Time, and that's how I know that answer. I will say, these quizzes are not easy for people who have not played this game series enough. Thankfully, I've played quite a bit. Alright, and with that, that's literally the end of the episode right there. We do not have to go to the Venture Map ever again. We might show a completion setup later, but we can't actually fully complete it yet until we've defeated the bosses everywhere. And there it is, a secret to everyone. Oh! Okay, never mind. The game just gives us a complete sign right there. Well, that's one way to know. I think that's what you get for literally getting every single regular item on the map. Like, you straight up get that. Okay. Alright, so that's the first map finally completed. Okay, so when you reach 100% completed, that's what happens. I find that really cool. Anyways, if you like and enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe. Next time, we're going to introduce 2 new maps. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.